Well, kids and mappers 245 in another video. So I'm going to do my SPFL predictions for the second round of games this weekend. If you want to see my English Premier League predictions, please go to my channel Kids Madness 245. I did a video earlier in the week to predict those games. Obviously, it kicks off tomorrow with Hull versus Leicester. But let's focus on Scotland and the games there. So Dundee Rangers, I think Rangers will win by a goal to nil. I think Halliday's going to score. They'll get their first win after a disappointing result against Hamilton last weekend on their return to top flight. They got a 1-1 draw in that game. But I think after the thumping result against Peterhead in the Cup midweek, Mark Warburton's side will win. Halliday's going to score in a frustrating game for them, but I think they'll just edge Dundee in this game. Been a frustrating week for Dundee. Obviously, they beat Ross County away, but then they've lost 3 vital players over the summer. They've lost Kane Hemmings earlier in the transfer window, but today they've lost Greg Stewart and Gary Harkins is left by mutual consent. So that's 3 vital players who were so good from the last season. I think in the long term they'll be absolutely fine, but I just can't see them carrying on the form that they showed last week against Ross County, against Mark Warburton's side. So yeah, I think the score will be Dundee 0, Rangers 1. Motherwell versus St Johnstone. Motherwell obviously got hammered by Celtic in midweek, 5-0, very disappointing result for Mark McGee. After they beat Kilmarnock in the league last weekend, they've wanted to bounce back in their first home game. But they're playing against the informed team in the league and in Scotland, in my opinion, St Johnstone, who drew Aberdeen at home, last weekend, 0-0. And then they obviously beat Hearts in the Cup midweek. I think their form will continue. I think Danny Swanson, who seems to have hit the ground running, will score a double. And I think McLean's going to score 1. And I think McDonald and Johnson are going to respond from Motherwell, where it won't be enough. They'll be back-to-back defeats for the Steelmen. So, yeah, I think the score will be Motherwell 2, St Johnstone 3. Aberdeen Hearts, arguably the game of the weekend. I think the reason why Hearts won't win this game or even get a draw is because of Jamie Walker's absence. I think he's their best attacking player. Obviously got suspended after diving against Celtic. He's been given a 2-game ban, and rightfully so. I think Hearts just won't be able to respond, and it will be a third consecutive defeat for them after losing to St Johnstone in the Cup in midweek, and obviously Celtic in the league last weekend. I think Wanmar will give them the lead, but Aberdeen will respond, and they'll get their first win of the season in the league in their first home game. Obviously, they beat Ayr United midweek and then suffered a frustrating draw with St Johnstone last week in their first league game. I can't see them messing up, and the Petrography side will win this by 2-1. In Derek McGuinness' side will get 3 points. Hamilton versus Kilmarnock. Hamilton obviously drew with Rangers last weekend. Great result for them away from home. Crawford scored that amazing goal. I think he will be a difference again in this game. Obviously, they suffered an embarrassing defeat to Morton in the Cup, but I just think they'll get their first win under their belt in the league against arguably a team that's going to be up against them with a relegation dogfight. And yeah, I just think they'll have too much for Killy, who obviously lost to Motherwell last weekend. Lost Josh McGuinness to Charlton this week. He's big blokes, he's a big player for them. And yeah, Crawford to score 2 goals and Hamilton to win by 2-0. And finally, the Highland Derby. Inverness will get their first win, in my opinion. 2 disappointing results under Richie Foran, the ex-player for them. He's had 2 poor results, losing to Alloa in the Cup, and then obviously they got beat by Partick Thistle last weekend. But I think they'll bounce back and they'll win this game by 2-0 against Ross County, who've had a disappointing start themselves. The League Cup winners from last year exited the League Cup early on, the holders, and then obviously they were thrashed at home by Dundee last weekend. Can't see them troubling Inverness, and I think Cali Thistle will win the Highland Derby by 2-0. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I'll be reviewing the Celtic vs Inter Milan game in the Champions Cup fixture tomorrow evening. But until then, thanks for watching and peace out.